Okay, we're back at it again. A cover, or last time we left off, this bottom hole not threaded, but it's threaded on one of these pieces, but I'm not about to take everything apart just to find that single hole. We took off the cap and I 3D printed a placeholder. This should hold at the same distance. This piece will just screw into this one. Okay, that tightened up quite a bit, and actually feels quite strong. Now, at the same distance, I can attach my last M3 nut and bolt. We'll start with the easy one since we're right here. I called we're facing the rear of our machine. This is the left side, right side. I called this Y1 because this side had the limit switch. This is Y2, so this will be the clone, or A as they call it. So according to our inputs, our pairs, coil pairs, are going to be red, blue, and then green, yellow. So we will find, since this cord is our clone, we will attach this to A. Our coil pairs will be red, blue, and the red goes into our clone at A1, so we will go from right to left. B, okay, so we're just gonna go same thing they did in their video. And my poorly marked cables. Okay, X. Got it. So if we look at our numbers, same order, A1, A2, B2, B1. So it's going to be red, blue, green, yellow. Primary Y, which is this one right here. So just grab this directly. I called this, I already said it. I called this our primary Y because of the limit switches on this side. Same order again. And our Z, judging from our cables, Z. Red, blue, green, yellow. So last are our limit switches. These are pretty basic. Okay, well, I got my limit switches and my LED ring out here. So our limit switches go out here. A ZL, I believe, hopefully. Here's our pinout. Z positive top. This bottom one is our Z ground. So it'll go red, black. You know, it really doesn't matter to you. Like I said, all this is it connects a circuit. I don't think it will matter. But they put the markings on there, we'll just follow them. If this thing will go in there. Oh, these are tight little. These holes are a lot different. These are fancy. Tight fit. So XL, I believe, it says X limit. This is the LED, so that's way out there. Okay, Y is this middle one, and it will go red, black. So X positive top, black negative. Okay, opening up our power supply. Open builds. Okay, easier than the first one. Okay, our 2 plates. I'm going to take my 3 by 16 millimeter screw, 4, and run through my holes. Okay, this is different from the video. So it looks like they compensated this holes with slots, but man, you know what? So they have these threaded standoffs, which I am. Is this M3 gonna fit in there? Doesn't even thread in there. Nah, that doesn't feel right. Well, what the heck? Well, I could put on these risers. Booyah. At least I have that going for me. Gear side up. Well, at least these little standoff things worked. Look how cool it could look. Okay, we're back at it. So I ended up looking at the Open Build site, and for version 4.0 of this Spark concept board V4, they integrated stands, risers, standoffs into these, and when they did that, they did change, well, they changed it, because it used to be a through hole, and now it is a not M4, it's a number 4x40 screw thread. So I went out to the hardware store after work, picked up a box. We'll see if this threads in. Threads in perfectly fine. Don't forget your washers. So now we got our hardware to attach it. We have our case. We'll say this is up. How do we want our board? These wires sticking out. I kind of like them sticking out the bottom. So with these integrated spacers, I don't think we need those 3mm spacers in there. Those nylon. So our spacers clear everything. I bought 1/2 inch machine screws. So here's probably a 1/4 inch, so we'll get a 1/2 inch of engagement. I don't want to go too long. Probably should have measured. Oh, yeah, I couldn't find number 4 washers in there, which is fine. I found these number 6 washers, which looks like it won't let the head pass through, and hopefully it's wide enough it won't pull through our giant hole in our plate kit. So let me bust out 4 of these washers. So instead of before they through bolted, we are going to improvise, or just not really improvising. Use our number 4x40 thread by 1/2 inch machine screw. You could probably get away with 3/4 now that I look at this. And couldn't find number 4 washers, so I picked up number 6 washers, which should be fine. And I probably could have looked at metric, something metric that would be equivalent. Perfect. Let me try to do this with 2 hands. It'd probably be easier if I didn't have these damn risers on there. Or these just needs to hold it in place. So spacers there, we got clearance. Nothing's touching. Cool. Next, the fan. So next up is the power supply. First thing I check is the voltage. This is set at 230, so this is set for like European. We are in America. We're switching that to 115, so we can run 6.8 amps. And these are variable voltage, and so right here you can adjust your voltage, and you see it says V plus adjust. I think I'm chopping the end off this, which is fine. Just be careful about it. This male end goes into the wall. This is the female end, and we're just gonna chop that guy off. Don't. I know. This is not plugged in. Here's our voltage tester, obviously, but just to show you. So we're going to try to maximize our cord. Cut it right at this pigtail. Okay. Okay, and right now I'm going to expose the minimal amount I think I need. I need more than that. Sucks after you cut that first one. Doesn't want to recut as nice on this wire stripper. Okay, about 3/16 of an inch. So we're going to about there. Apparently these are EU standards. So the green ground is usually, or always. Blue, according to this chart on the phone, is neutral, and our brown is our live. So we will connect these. These I want to make sure are tight. That we don't have really exposed extras hanging out. Okay, so now I want to check the output voltage of our power supply. So I think it powers as soon as I plug it in. Okay, so we have live wires now. This light popped on. So we have 110 volts going through there. And now what I'm going to do is just check. I think they said 24 volts max. We'll see what it's set at. So V positive, negative. So positive on the left there and there. So 24 volts. If you ever do need to adjust this, 24 volts. If you ever need to adjust this little screw right here, you can adjust it and it'll change your voltage, but 24 volts is what we need, and 24 volts is what we get. Turns out I ordered this thing, totally forgot about it. This is a cover that goes on to our power supply. So this is the way if you just have the cord and you didn't get this cover kit. So dead there, so I honestly forgot how much I paid for the kit, or this power supply thing. It looks nice, and if you're planning on keeping your power supply external, you know, you don't have your exposed terminals anymore, so I guess if you're going exposed power supply, then I'd say this is a kit to get. So here's our wire that attaches and it plugs into here. And then you're on and off, but you know, if it's plugged in, it's still juicing. It's more of a kill power to your Pro controller. So, well, you get the idea. So that's power on and off. We are going to run 2 wires from our power supply. Comes with this fancy connector. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? So I'll just plug one into here. Black is negative, white is positive for some reason. DC in 12 to 30 volts DC. So our goes positive, negative. Power supply is not even remotely plugged in. And these you want to make sure are snug. Okay, we're going to attempt to clean up our wiring. There's our wire. Yeah, this fan header, it's just not made for this. Just gonna jam it in there. I did test it out, it works, so we'll just go with that. So on the video, it does show them just kind of slamming that connector, that fan connector on there. Could do that, but I have this little pin header kit that I guess we'll try to use. Now, it's been a while since I used this. This is just a kit I bought off of Amazon. Trust me, I'm new to this part. If I remember right, you can use pliers, but see, it's easier with this special crimping tool, and so there's a little step in there. It's kind of hard to see, but I think if you kind of go in there, pull it in halfway. I keep knocking the camera. And if you crimp, okay, so now this is locked. Now if I insert my wire, crimp, squeeze, let go. Now I have a fancy pin header. Now we have our little 2-pin header. You see these little tabs. You want the inside of this little box to grip that, to catch on this little lip. You have your arrow for pin 1, which, okay. So now we'll just plug it in the right orientation. Middle pin is positive. Okay. So now we can just sandwich together our controller, but with this Pro board, there's really not much room for the wires like they show, so I think we are just going to not do that for now. And I think I might just zip tie them on the outside. Okay, so now I'm going to put our T-nuts horizontal. I believe we're going to go into this bottom rail, which, man, I can't. Our cords are there, so I'm going to have to go to this top rail.